Well, how are you doing? How was your summer? Peaceful? Relaxing? Watching a lot of Netflix? It's crazy to think that it's back to school in a few weeks. Well, at least virtually. I'm sure most school districts, when they were thinking about back to school welcome videos this year, they were like, how are we gonna start this off? How are we gonna welcome our staff back? And then they were like, just get a kid. They're cute. Teachers like kids, right? In all seriousness, CFBISD, including the students, know how hard our teachers worked during all the craziness. In fact, I heard my parents say several times while I was doing my lessons in the spring, how do teachers do this? This is really difficult, and both my mom and dad are educators. I will say this, as we get closer to school starting back, I miss my school so much. I miss my friends, I miss my classes, and I really, really miss all my teachers and their smiling faces I get to see every day when we are at school. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for always thinking of us. Thank you for dedicating your life to helping my friends and me become better students. As a proud CFBISD student, I'm excited about the start of a new school year. I'm excited to start learning from you. To start off the ceremony, here's a recap from last year to remind you why CFBISD is the best school district in the state of Texas.
In the Carrollton-Farmers franchise, we can share something good today because one of his students did something good for him. The young lady you see in this picture helped save her coach's life.
As the summer comes to a close and we prepare together for the coming academic year, I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you all back to CFBISD. It has been an unusual past 6 months, and we commend you for your hard work and dedication to our students. We could have never made it through these uncharted waters without you.
Right now, our CFBISD community is stronger than ever.
Our educators have shown innovation and endurance this summer to ensure learning is a success for the start of the school year.
The CFBISD staff is working together to guarantee that our students and employees who are in need receive support. Everyone is lending a hand and uplifting each other in unique ways.
For all this and more, we say thank you. Thank you for everything you do for CFBISD and our stakeholders, especially our students.
We're thankful to you, our CFB family, for helping us deal with the challenge during this unprecedented time.
We now know that we are ready to start a new school year because of our one-of-a-kind educators in CFBISD. We are thrilled that you are part of our amazing learning community.
We welcome and appreciate your positive energy and commitment to excellence in education, especially during these stressful times for your family and our students and parents.
Even during these unusual times, all signs point to another incredible school year. Our loving and devoted educators will be ready for the children in our district no matter what comes our way.
Thank you to our enthusiastic office teams that register new families, order needed materials, and update student files. You are the smiling faces and happy voices our families need.
Thank you to our hardworking and meticulous custodians that have spent the entire summer thoroughly cleaning our campuses. Because of you, our students will feel safe.
We are indeed joyous and caring community with the common goal of preparing our students to be the best that they can be, making them outstanding members of our community.
Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your loving and caring attitude.
Thank you for being a part of
CFBISD.
Together we can.
Have a great
School year.
Hello, everyone. I am Kevin Guillot, a history teacher from Early College High School. As CFB's 2020 Secondary Teacher of the Year, it is my honor to welcome you to this new school year, a year like no other. Amid mixed feelings of both anxiety and excitement, each of us faces new challenges. Yet, challenges force us to do what we do best, to face them head on. We step out of our comfort zones to learn and to grow and to make necessary changes that benefit our students and the communities in which we all live. After all, this is CFB. It's what we do best. Borrowing the words of our 32nd president, Franklin Roosevelt, we have always held to the hope, the belief, the conviction that there is a better life, a better world beyond the horizon. So, no matter how this new school year unfolds, I encourage you to make smart decisions, to remain positive, and to welcome new opportunities. Remember, together we can. It is now my privilege to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. John Chapman.
Hello, CFBISD. Although I would rather be facing you, watching each campus supporting their newest CFB Spirit shirts, listening to the upbeat music blaring in the background, getting ready to celebrate a brand new, exciting school year, the circumstances have changed, and the way we approach the opening of school 2021 is a little different. However, the circumstances will never diminish the successes that we celebrate. Instead, we have strengthened our resolve to push harder, overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable, and ultimately teach our students in ways we never imagined we could. Because together we can. Since March, the uncertainties have far outweighed the predictable. Each one of us have been pushed to limits we never expected. From March to May, the airplane analogy held true. We built the plane while we flew it. There are times where I have to sit back and just think of how far we've come in such a short time. Mostly, I'm amazed at the resilience of our staff. We asked you to move out of your comfort zone and you jumped out of it. We asked you to build lessons on your computer and you did it without complaint. We asked you to feed students and you masked up and provided support as well as meals. We asked you to clean amongst the unknowns and you suited up and thoroughly cleaned without a second thought. Those are the successes we celebrate. As we prepare for another year, the preparations are different but no less important. Never forget our true focus, the students. With all the uncertainties we are facing, the one constant remains true. Your students need you more than ever. That relationship, whether virtual or face-to-face, is the most important thing we can do. This is what you hold on to when things seem topsy-turvy. The students aren't going anywhere. Whether they are at home or in school, we still have the potential to touch many lives. One thing that we tend to lose sight of as we are inundated with social media overload is the simplistic truth of our students. When talking to students, they oftentimes have a better grasp of their reality than we give them credit for. The 5-year-olds have a simple view of the world, but oftentimes it is that view that is so refreshing and true, if we could only take time to listen. Green is green and blue is blue. Take the colors of the rainbow. Each color on its own is very nice and simple, but look what Michelangelo did with those 7 colors. There are only 7 musical notes. Each one on its own is nice, but look what Beethoven was able to do with those 7 notes. The point that Lou Holtz is trying to drive home was that sometimes the simplest things can become a masterpiece. Our students are those unrealized masterpieces. We get so busy trying to fill their heads with knowledge that sometimes we forget to listen. Now, more than ever, is our chance to slow down and listen to our students. Although COVID-19 has taken our traditional methods of teaching and twisted them up, we have a chance to enhance our own methods of teaching. Today's students cut their teeth with devices. While we realize that most of our students are proficient with technology, that still doesn't replace the warm body sharing spaces and learning social cues from one another. But we adapt. We have no choice but to adapt so our students will thrive. We are at a crossroads right now in education. We have 2 choices. We can lay down and let adversity run over us, or we can choose to run over adversity. Maya Angelou summed it up so nicely by stating, "Stand up straight, realize who you are, and that you tower over your circumstances." Since March, our staff towered over the circumstances. Let me just give you a few items to remember and highlight some of the great things that we've done. Our food service team served over 705,000 meals to our students and families. Our technology team checked out 2,418 devices, plus they assisted 850 families during technical support nights. Our custodial staff cleaned over 4 million square feet of building. Our construction department launched Series 1 of the bond on time and under budget when we shut down in the spring. And our maintenance department continued to work to ensure our buildings were maintained and operating. Our counseling service hosted 190 virtual counseling sessions through the Counseling Center since April. 230 CFBISD staff members joined our welcome team. Together, they connected with 23,182 CFB families with personalized communication to make sure that they stayed connected. Our administrative team, from principals to directors, they pulled together a new management system that at this time last year was unheard of and continue to navigate through those new norms. So, when you think you can't do it anymore, that the world is closing in on you, you are not alone. Turn to your neighbor, turn to your colleague, turn to your office staff, turn to your janitor, your cafeteria worker, your maintenance worker. You are not alone. This is our village. CFB is your village, all 3,500 of us. Because together we can overcome obstacles and we can choose to educate our children, helping them see that adversity is something to overcome, not be overcome by. Remember, the same water that softens potatoes hardens eggs. It's all about what you are made of. CFBISD, we got this.
Thank you guys